Hello and welcome back to Bible Wits Bible Corner. Today we're going to finish up Matthew chapter 9. I'm going to read verses 27 through 37 or 38, with the English Standard Version. As Jesus passed on from there, two blind men followed him, crying aloud, "Have mercy on us, Son of David." When he entered the house, the blind men came to him. And Jesus said to them, "Do you believe that I am able to do this?" They said to him, "Yes, Lord." Then he touched their eyes, saying, "According to your faith, be it done to you." And their eyes were opened, and Jesus sternly warned them, "See that no one knows about it." But they went away and spread his fame throughout all that district. As they were going away, behold, a demon-oppressed man who was mute was brought to him. And when the demon had been cast out, the mute man spoke, and the crowds marveled, saying, "Never was anything like this seen in Israel." But the Pharisees said, "He casts out demons by the prince of demons." And Jesus went throughout all the cities and the villages, teaching in their synagogues and proclaiming the gospel of the kingdom and healing every disease and every affliction. When he saw the crowds, he had compassion for them because they were harassed and helpless, like sheep without a shepherd. And he said to his disciples, "The harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. Therefore pray earnestly to the Lord of the harvest to send out laborers into his field." All right. So, starting off with the two blind men, they are following along after the previous deal, and when Jesus enters the house, these blind men continue to follow him. And again, we see here that it is their faith that helps him to be healed. Like the woman that was bleeding, or that had that bleeding for 12 years, it was her faith that was able to help heal her. These two blind men, their faith is able to help heal them. And something I have noticed, I think I've said this in one of my videos previously, almost anytime Jesus says, be sure to not spread what has happened here to anyone. Anytime that is said, word of his miracle spread quickly. But anytime he says, go and tell people, very little is said. Now we move on to this demon-possessed man. The other Gospels, I don't know if it's this exact instance or if there's another instance where the Pharisees basically say that he casts out demons by the prince of the demons. In the other Gospels, Jesus confronts the Pharisees for saying this. Why would the prince of demons want his own demons cast out of these people? And we don't get that here. That's okay. There's 3 other Gospels. Each of them tells a slightly different side to everything. And that's the wonderful thing about it. That's how we continue to learn about what happened during Jesus' time. Now, this last section. The harvest is great, but the laborers are few. Growing up in a farm family, I don't understand as much about farming as I should, but that's shame on me for not paying attention to family members, be it parents, aunts, uncles, grandparents, what have you. I didn't pay enough attention. So shame on me for that, but that's beside the point. I love farming analogies in the Bible because what farming analogies tell me is being a Christian is not easy. being a Christian is nothing but hard work. And if you want the reward in heaven, you have to work for it. Now, we cannot work our way into heaven. There are several passages that prove that. But we also cannot enter heaven by faith alone. The book of James says, you have faith. That's great. But let me show you my faith by what I do. So we got faith with works, and even that doesn't get us into heaven. It's God's mercy and grace that ultimately gets us into heaven. But anyway, sidetrack, sorry. Hard work. Planting fields is not an easy thing, especially back then when they had oxen to pull pretty much a single blade plow to move all these gigantic rocks out of the way. And then sometimes the rocks wouldn't move, so they had to get horses and ropes tied to that rock to get it out of the way, and just lots and lots of hard work. Today we've got a massive advantage with massively powerful tractors and combines and things like that that can help do all that work for us. But even with all the technology we have, that doesn't mean that a farmer can still go into their home and be lazy and relax. They still have to go out and make sure that everything is operating the way it's supposed to be operating. Just like we as Christians, we can't just sit back and either in our homes or in our comfortable church buildings and think, oh, well, everything's going good. We've got all this modern technology like phones and videos and things like that, so we can spread God's word. We can't sit back and think that our job is done. We've got to still go out, do face-to-face contact, call or talk to people, let them know about the love of Christ, let them know about the wrath of God, all of it. None of it's easy. And then I skipped over a part, and this is a long video. I skipped over a part, but I'm going to go back to it. The compassion of Jesus. He had compassion on them because he saw that they were being harassed and they were being just bombarded, so to speak. And that's when he brings up the deal of pray for the laborers. We today still need to pray that God puts laborers in the field, whether that's myself or any of you watching. Any of us could be the laborers in the field to bring people to Christ. So we need to be vigilant. We need to be, I'm losing my words here. We need to watch what we do, how we do it, because if we do one thing that might lead someone away from Christ, that's not something I want on my conscience. I want to know that I'm doing everything I can to bring people to Christ, not away. So, pray for the laborers. Have faith as strong as the two blind men, as strong as the previous people that have been healed. I hope you find encouragement in this, and I hope you have a wonderful, God-centered day. Bye.